Hi guys, so as promised, I'll be sharing with you yung naging personal experience ko in renewing my driver's license today, this morning actually. I just finished that this morning, and non-pro license tayo. So if you're preparing also and wanting to know how the process sa pag-renew ng license mo, this is for you. Medyo may ibang step lang na kailangan gawin. In summary, just be prepared kasi meron siyang online tsaka meron siyang on-site na processing. So for the online, I would say a lot, at least minimum of 5 hours. So 5 oras yan guys. Yeah, tama. So now they added a new requirement So you'll have to take an exam online. So that's the first step. And then in total naman, that's the online, no? So meron din on-site. So for me today, this morning, I allotted, or I spent at least 1 hour for everything. So once I get to the LTO site, Renewal Center, medical examination, and also sa mismong LTO center na yan, from the computer to paying to the cashier and waiting for my new driver's license na valid na for 10 years. Alright, so okay yun. I got 10 years. Actually, matipid siya imbes of you renewing every year. So total naman nun is 585 for renewal and driver's license na valid for 10 years. Also, yung medical ko medyo mahal 600 kasi dun yun sa center na pintuan ko that I'll be sharing. So in total, I would say minimum, just to process everything on-site and online, I allotted or spent 6 hours of my time. Six hours yun guys. So the new requirement is for you to take an online examination through the LTMS Portal. That's the Land Transportation Management System Portal. So basically, you go to that website, you register, you get your username, your password. Then once meron ka na nun, just log in. Then you go directly to the e-learning tab. Makita mo yun sa taas Just click on that, and then meron silang pinapakuwang course na driver renewal course. So merong part 1, may part 2, may additional pa. That's why I said earlier, minimum you'll be spending or allotting 5 hours for the online part of this process. Pero it's really up to you naman if you want to go through that course. Kasi if you've been driving for some while and you have basic knowledge naman of the traffic rules and regulation, you might be able to just go ahead and take the exam and pass it. Good news din, ang passing rate naman mababa lang You don't have to perfect the exam, or you don't have to get the perfect score. Minimum nga 13 lang yata. 13 correct answers out of 25 questions. And also, walang time limit, so no pressure. Just take your time. So if you really want to go through the whole process, learn kung ano yung video with the LTO, just go through that e-learning. There's part 1, part 2, additional 5 hours yan. So then you allot, no matter, say, depende na yan sa'yo, for the actual exam na, taking of the actual examination, which is also online. So for me, that's siguro mga 10 minutes. So in total, 5 hours. Pinanood ko talaga yung part 1, part 2, additional. So part 1 is 2 hours and 20, part 2 is 2 hours, and then the additional part is 40 hours. So total 5 hours. And then yung exam naman medyo mabilis, so less than 10 minutes. I was able to finish it. And syempre, pumasa tayo. So after taking the examination, really important just to download the certificate. Print it out, download, save it. Kasi that's something, that is what you'll be bringing to the LTO Center, Renewal Center. Kung saan ka man magpaparenew ng license mo, dadalhin mo yung certificate na yan. And another important reminder, bring or write down your username or password dun sa LTMS Portal. Ito yung di ko nagawa, luckily naalala ko on-site. So later on, kwento ko yan ulit kasi that's later on the process. So once you're done with the online part, 5 hours and then 10 minutes for me, next step is just to locate the nearest or your nearby LTO or LTO Renewal Center. For my case, 5 minutes lang walking from my residence. So I went to this brand new lang siya sa The Link, right across Landmark. It's on the 2nd floor. So if you're familiar with that, if you live nearby, yun, that's one center you can go to. So I arrive at mga 10 o'clock. So medyo maraming tao. At least when I got there, mga 20 people were already lining up, queuing up. So I suggest once you have your certificate, bring your old license. So basically yun lang na may nahanap. And bring a ballpen. That's very important kasi maraming forms. Go ahead and the first thing you do is just go to the medical kaagad. There's sa LTO Renewal Center sa The Link, right beside it meron silang clinic. So that's where you proceed and just get the form, fill it up. That's why dala kayo ng ballpen mo para you won't be asking or sharing with other people kasi we're still on the pandemic. Once you fill up the form, you ready, prepare your payment to the cashier. So for my case, this clinic medyo mataas siya, 600 pesos. Once you paid it, just wait in line, then tatawagin ka kasi itong center ito medyo maliit so medyo matagal yung 20 persons. So there's only one attending physician, the doctor. Wala ka ng medical history, mabilis lang yan. After paying, you'll have a consultation with the attending physician. Once that's done, you'll take the actual eye exam. So the center medyo digital. Before kasi experience ko yung papel pa, you'll have to recite it or kung ano yung pinapa-recite sa'yo, what line. Sa amin, digital kanina umaga, so medyo mas mahirap siya ng konti. Pero I pass. Once you pass that eye examination, they'll print out yung mga medical history mo, what you filled out on the form. And then just double check lang yung mga details kasi they copy whatever on your license, make sure it's correct and it's the same. After that, balik ka or punta ka na doon sa mismong renewal center, present mo yung old license mo and also the medical certificate you just got and paid. So after that, they'll bring you to their computer room. May mag-assist naman from LTO mismo. They'll just ask you yung old license certificate, so dalawa yon. And then they'll ask you to sit down sa computer. Yan, ito hindi ko to na anticipate or na ready. They'll ask you for the username mo sa LTMS Portal where you took your examination and password. So kanina talagang kinabahan ako, then ako na struggle kasi hindi ko siya sinulat kung saan man, or sinulat ko na sa bahay, diba? Hindi ko siya naisip na kailangan ko palang yung password ko for the renewal mismo doon sa center. So luckily naalala ko naman siya. So afterwards they log in and then papakita lang sa'yo nung taga LTO yung isang page ng mga personal information mo just to double check yung civil status, address, yan, just to double check kasi yung lalabas sa ID mo. Once that's done and na-verify mo na, proceed again sa sa cashier naman. Payment surprisingly most, I think you'll save a lot of money really. Kasi for 10 years, 585 na lang siya for 10 years. Unlike before, you pay for renewal every year. Okay, ito yung interesting part dyan. So, 585 yung babayaran mo. So, syempre ako, dala ko buo. And then, last time pansukli. So, sabi niya, sir, wait na lang. So, okay lang, wait lang tayo. After that, mabayaran, kunin yung fingerprints mo, pa-picture ka. So, ready mo yan kasi kailangan photogenic tayo. That's what the ID you present to any transactions that we do. So medyo presentable tayo dapat dyan. Once that's done, mabilis lang. It takes mga 5 minutes after taking the fingerprint, the photo. Take ka lang daw 5 minutes and then they'll give your actual card and also ask for the official receipt. Importante yan, diba? Then, they also gave me the old license for souvenir nga. Yun, going back, lang. Medyo buo kasing dala ko, so I don't really have the exact amount, 585. So, muntik pa hindi solid sa akin. Good thing I asked kuya, saan yung 15 pesos ko? So, yun. Alright, so, after yun, tapos na. So, in total talaga, 6 hours and 10 minutes for the online and on-site processing, also taking the examination. Take note, kasi sa center na to mga 20 people. So if it's less busier, mas konti yung crowd, could be faster for your case. Total amount na ni-ready or for you to prepare and to pay for my medical, 600, 585 for the actual renewal. So yun lang, and really happy for may 10 years driver's license na tayo. So, yan, just waiting for this to apply for other IDs and other visas that I'll be getting this year. So, yun, hopefully you learn something and you'll be able to renew your license also. Take note, not everybody gets a 10-year renewal. So that means pag wala kang violation, you're eligible for the 10-year renewal. So make sure you're a good abiding citizen kasi may benefits din naman. Alright.